playthrough. We're just going to move on to the next level, but I wanted to show you this. Since we believe in learning by doing at the Academy, so since we don't believe in you staying at the temple and actually learning anything, what we're going to do is just drop you in the deep end. If you survive out there in the big bad galaxy with a lightsaber, then good luck to you. If you don't, then we're just going to chuck untrained Jedi out there and give lightsabers to people, because you just shoot the Jedi. Oh, I've now got a lightsaber, and build yourself a General Grievous. This kind of analysis of the level is quite useful. You can sort of figure out what you're using, how you're using it. We'll just move on. So I'm going to pick one of these. Let's go with this one, because I can remember what this one is. So I can.
This should be a total blue milk run, kid.
It's not going to be.
It'll give you a chance to pick up some negotiating skills. Let's head to Tatooine.
Okay. So this. These are your core force abilities. These upgrade progress upgrades naturally. This happens after you complete a board of missions. After you complete 3, you can move on and keep doing things. With every level that you move on to, you can add a force power point to either one of these 4 or one of these 4. They're basically kind of light and dark versions of each other. This is a shield. This is Mind Trick. This is great. You can kind of click on a wall and everybody that's bad will turn and look at it, shoot it. As you upgrade this to rank 3, because you can only upgrade things 3 ranks, 1, 2 and 3, you can take control of certain enemies. Some things you can't Mind Trick. Some particularly big things like Rancors. There's one level with land sharks. They can't be Mind Tricked. Heal. This is great. Guess Obi-Wan just forgot about this force power when Qui-Gon was dying in his arms. But let's move on from that. Force Absorb. This is quite good. So if force pull and force push being directed at you, you press this button, and for 20 seconds that stuff doesn't affect you, and you gain force power from it, because there's a bar for how much force power you have. This drains life. It's a dark side power. It's a vampire thing basically. Force Grip, fairly obvious. It's the Darth Vader chokey thing. Lightning, you know what lightning is. This is you get a damage and a speed buff in exchange for your health. And after the power stops, so after 10 seconds, you're incapacitated for 2. So it's frustrating. The best one is this, your Force Heal. Unfortunately, at rank 1, you have to go into a meditative stance. You have to be stood still. As it progresses, you go through, it costs less, and you can do it while you're running, jumping, moving, that sort of stuff. Okay, so this is the weapon select screen. You get to choose 2 projectile weapons and 1 explosive-based weapon. This one, excellent against droids. We'll cover that when we go through it. It says it stuns humans in the descriptor, but it's pretty crap. The Wookiee Bowcaster, and it does a lot of damage, but it's quite slow. It's not very accurate. You can fire like a shotgun. You can spread like 4 bolts of it around. In fact, actually, I will bring it and I will show you. This really bad repeater rifle fires single shot, or it fires repeating thing. I love this. This nefarious weapon, blah 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 blah, ripping apart, blah 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 blah. Because of the weapon's inhumane nature, it was outlawed throughout the galaxy. It's generally unused by scattered droid and remnant forces. So why is it in the armory at the Jedi Academy? Dunno, but it's a sniper rifle. It's really good. The only problem with having both of these weapon systems is that this one is powered by power cells. This one's also powered by power cells. I get a maximum carry per ammunition type, so not per weapon, per ammunition type, which is quite annoying. These trip mines, they're great. The only problem is that when they stick to walls and things, they then take a couple of seconds and then they fire a blue beam, which if you break, boom. This can be a problem because of the polygons and the blocky nature of the graphics, that when you stick it on something, it may not stick on something flat, it may stick on something which then fires a beam straight at your body or where you've moved your body to. So you can spend 10 minutes placing 3 very nice and neat square on a surface, you place another 1 and then you intersect with the beam and it blows all them up and you die, which is really annoying. These, you place them down and then they're detonated. Commonly used to ambush enemies or open sealed doors. To be honest with you, if you're going to use something to open a door that's explosive, thermal detonator works as well. So yeah, secondary fire, explosion, impact. Primary fire acts like a normal grenade. So I always go for thermal detonators. To be honest, I barely ever use them. Mostly I use my lightsaber, and the disruptor rifle is pretty good. Later on you get missile launchers and ion cannon-y things, which are quite useful against some of the big droids, etc.
Jawas, never around when you need them. Tracks. Maybe they've already come and gone. Go see if you can find their sandcrawler. They might have stopped in that canyon. I'll talk to the moisture farmers, see if they know anything about this cult.
All right.
Don't worry, Jawas are pretty friendly.
Unless you're RTD droid. Okay, so here we are. You can have a first person or a third person point of view. It automatically switches you to third person when you have a lightsaber and first person when you have a weapon out. Because lightsabers aren't weapons. So, this is the standard weapon you get. It's a copy of a weapon which we had when we had Kyle Katarn with just a new skin. You get that attack's pretty powerful, that's pretty pants. You get unlimited ammunition with it, I think. I'll show you the bowcaster first. Sort of the normal attack, it's like one of them. As you can see, it's not wildly accurate. If you press and hold it, you fire 4 of them. The alternate fire is interesting because the bolt bounces. I think 2 or 3 times and that's it, which can be quite useful in a confined space, but it can hit you. This primary attack is just a really slow thing. Zooming in using the alternate attack is the actual use of this weapon. Press and hold the alternate attack button, you will zoom in all the way. You can then press and hold and charge up a bar at the bottom of the screen, which then, if you hit somebody with it in the chest, it will disintegrate them entirely. I quite like also that in the top right of this HUD you get an ammo consumption thing. Thermal detonators. Press the normal attack and it just acts like a normal grenade. It goes skadoosh. Unfortunately, as you can see with the nature of the graphics, it will just roll to places, so you're better off doing the alternate attack, which will explode an impact. It's quite useful, does a lot of damage to you if it hits you. That's really it. I'll let myself get damaged a bit and I'll show you the force heal when we get round to it. So here we are, there's some Jawas. Oh dear, there's sand people. Oh, get away. Okay, now I think there's one up there. Okay, so I'll show you this disintegrating people. I don't know what he's firing at. There you go, and it disintegrates them, which apparently is cruel. I don't know, I've never been disintegrated, so I don't know how much it hurts. Swear there was another one. Just clips right through me, sure. Don't celebrate. Yes, and a belt of thermal detonators. Some more power pack ammunition, and it gives you a disruptor rifle, just because it's unfair if you haven't chosen it the first time, because there are quite a few snipery people knocking about that you need to shoot, so they decided to just include one in. I had forgotten about that, otherwise I would have taken another weapon so we have a bit more of a showcase. Unfortunately right now my ability to block the bolts of anything is a bit pants. Fortunately the weapons they're using seem to not be... Oh dear, I keep doing that. Seem to not be very accurate. And they make a noise before they charge, which is quite nice. Oh, sod off. Okay, so here's me being actually having my health damaged. So if I heal, I have to kind of do this, and I basically convert force power to health. It's like they're lining up to be killed. Okay, so this game also includes... Oh, yeah. This game also includes explodable boxes, which if you hit them enough they go boom, and obviously hurts the people who are stood next to them. I'll show you the bowcaster. A couple of hits and you'll do a fair amount of damage. However, to be honest with you, it's just easier to just saber them. And I really don't tend to use any other weapon than my lightsaber, or something which is a sniper rifle more effective than droids. Something where it isn't feasible for me to close the gap with whatever's shooting at me. I mean, even with this sort of level of quite shite blocking, there's a lot of health packs in here. Even with this level of sort of not very good blocking, I've still got enough time to close the gap between myself and the blaster firing guys. And as you see, dodging them's quite easy. They celebrate every 5 minutes, so... Ah, picked up a shield, that's quite useful. Okay, let's have a bit of an explore. Can't really remember where to go from here. So that's obviously not somewhere you can go in. And if we'd continued along the bottom of the canyon, we'd have ended up against that wall without a way around it. So going through that cave, right thing to do. I try and look everywhere just because there's just sometimes there are hidden things. Bacta tanks are one of the big things this game hides. Bacta tanks are great. They stay in your inventory, I think, across all of the levels. It's an instant use health pack that you can carry about with you, essentially. What just happened there? Okay, not sure why my lightsaber's got shorter there, but yeah, I think it thinks that's where the wall is. I mean, usually the secret areas are accessed either behind something, by jumping on something, or more often than not, jumping up, smashing a grate, and then crawling through it. I can't actually remember where many of them are, because they're... Hello. Can't really talk to this thing, but I can chop it in half. Was that hovering in midair for half a second there? Righty-ho. My first checkpoint. The only problem I would say with the explosive crates and things is that occasionally you come across a situation where if you press and hold this, you throw it further. So I'm just trying to hit these guys. You come across a situation where there's a guy standing next to them, and if you go up with your lightsaber, swing, get the guy, or if you worse, you swing and miss, you'll just hit the explosive crate and it's a problem. Nice little finishing move there. It's a new thing for this game, something that we didn't see in Outcast or Dark Forces. Okay, so they're giving the Sand Troopers, the Sand People some more armor now, so it's taking a couple of hits to get them. Yeah, I found the Jawas. However, their entire little sandcrawlery thing appears to have been taken over by Tuskens. The Star Wars universe has the Jawas and Tuskens being broadly, at one point, were the same species. Obviously, evolution has taken its course, and they are now two distinct species. But the idea is the sand crawlers and various other things are the remnants of a mining company which tried to get their way into Tatooine and failed. There is a way into this sandcrawler. I have completely forgotten where it is. It's somewhere. There is a way in, I swear. Lag spikes. Okay. So this is where things like force speed come in handy. So if you need to look round something like this, damn it, there is a way in here. Who's shooting me? Alright, him. See if there's... It looks like there might be something here that I can... Nope. The wildly accurate sand person. Oh, I remember. I think you have to flick a switch or something. It brings this down. Can I just force pull it? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Forgotten how far I could jump, which apparently is not very. Okay, I've forgotten which button I have assigned to use. Interaction, use, enter. Well, just make it E, please. There we go. Right. So it shows us the effect. And somewhere down here, I think it's here, yes. We force pull this out of the way, and then tiny little lift. And I believe we're approaching the end of the level. We just have to clear out this. There is a way. Pretty sure it's shooting. There we go. I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I keep doing it. You can kill the Jawas, but it doesn't end the level, doesn't really achieve anything. If you kill people, you can do things where you kill people like Kyle and Luke accidentally when we get to bits where we're dealing with them. And if you kill them, it game overs. Or, even worse, it does this thing where Luke starts attacking you. Hello! Sorry for that. My game decided to have an attack of the Screaming Abdabs. Yeah, so I just exit out, go back into it. That was fine. I've forgotten what that does. Can't have that turns. Oh, it turned the gas off, didn't it? A bit of healing. And almost the Activision logo on the walls there. Sod off, you bastard.
How many droids do these Jawas have?
just for the malices. I mean, the force push in this game does make this kind of easier. Okay, there's another switch here somewhere then. Ah, yes, that's the R2, the R5 unit, whatever.
But it doesn't look like there's any Jawas left to negotiate with. Well, I guess you better just follow me.
That's literally what I was just saying. Stupid Jaden. Nailed it. Ooh. Nailed it.
I was starting to get
And whoopity-doo.
problems. Not unless you count the sand people I ran into. Well, you're still in one piece, so you must have handled yourself all right. Let's get this droid.
I love that. So, yep, you're still in one piece. You're not dead. You did well.
Good work, Jaden.
Cheers, Kyle.
tells me you recovered the droid on your own. It's too bad about the Jawas. R2 will scour the droid's memory banks and see what information it turns up.
We've been looking into the shuttle crash, and it doesn't look like laser damage or mechanical failure was responsible. It's almost as if something just tore apart the engines.
Ooh, mysterious. It was probably that giant-ass staff thing. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. Join us again next time, and I think we'll be going back to Tatooine for some mercenary activity. Bye!